Welcome aboard, all you wonderful groomers, pet stylists, and canine cosmetologists. You found the Traveling Groomers podcast, where we discuss lessons learned from mobile and house call grooming. I'm one of your hosts, Chris Bear Anthony. Any moment now, we'll be joined by my co-host and friend, retired mobile groomer and educator extraordinaire, Mary Oquendo, and very likely a special guest to help us chat about all things grooming, grooming industry related, and just plain fun digressions that I will totally wrangle back to topic. Grab those travel mugs and climb aboard to see where today's topic will bring us. Let's roll! Pet Edge is your provider for professional grooming supplies at great prices. Check their website often for new products, sales, and special offers. For a limited time, save 5% off your order with promo code TRAVELER5. Find what you need to succeed at petedge.com. Hi, Mary. How you doing?
Hey, Chris, how's it going? I've got Pooh here. Pooh is not feeling well today.
Did Pooh get a shot in the bum bum?
Yes, he did. And
No,
he's feeling really punky.
no.
He's been sleeping all day. I'm not sure he'll eat his dinner tonight, but we'll see. He might have to get special dinner tonight.
He might have to get special dinner tonight. He might have to get just, maybe table food and extras, maybe just for tonight. One night, a couple scraps of table food.
Well, actually, what I made for dinner tonight, which I haven't made in, I don't know, 15 years, is tuna casserole.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you know, since since this is being recorded at a nostalgic time, which is we're recording on December 17th already. And
Yep.
this episode will be airing January 14th. And what episode number is it, Mary?
Oh, I have no idea.
That would be episode number 314. Ta-da.
Sounds
Ta-da.
about right.
So my favorite growing up, tuna casserole was one of my favorites. Specifically, Thumper's tuna noodle toodle. I lost power of speech. Thumper's tuna noodle casserole from the Disney cookbook, the Mickey Mouse cookbook.
What did that include?
I don't remember, but I did buy the cookbook again as an adult because that was very, very nostalgic for me. But it was your basic tuna noodle casserole with peas.
Yeah, I had peas in
You have to
mine.
have peas.
The only thing I didn't have on it that I don't recall from my childhood was potato chips.
No, that would never have been in my childhood casserole because that would have required extra purchase of potato chips just to go on it. And that defeated the entire purpose of cheap dinner casserole, although I could see it would be super tasty.
Yeah. So I'm going to start experimenting with some casserole dishes that maybe I haven't made in like a really, really long time.
It's very, very yummy, comforting winter food. It's
Well,
yeah.
here's the thing too. Once we weren't broke and poor anymore,
You stop making casseroles.
stop making casserole. I haven't made this in a really long
You
time.
know what? And that's something to think about because for a lot of people, casseroles was almost like a struggle meal
Yeah.
because it was something you put together to make ingredients stretch for a long time and still be hearty and comforting and warm. And there's nothing wrong with making them when you're not struggling.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a really cheap meal. It's 2 cans of tuna fish,
Uh-huh.
a can of cream of mushroom soup, some noodles, and milk to what do you call it? Maybe a little pepper in there, and that's probably almost as cheap as Frankenbeans, which was another.
See, you can do that even cheaper because if you omit the cream of mushroom soup and just make a simple, I want to say it's a bechamel sauce, a simple white sauce, which is flour, butter, and milk.
Yeah, but come on, a can of cream of mushroom.
Well, yes. Yeah.
is pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm just relating my cheap ass version never included growing up the can of cream of mushroom soup because we didn't have that on hand. And while it was cheap, we did have butter and milk and flour.
okay. So anyway, cheap meal was actually very tasty, and there's enough left over for like a lunch. I don't think I'm going to give that to Pooh for dinner. I don't. I think that
Might be a little rich with the cream and the salt.
that's what I think. Maybe
Yeah.
some cheese.
You getting him what?
Maybe I'll give him some cheese.
Just a little bit of cheese because
Just
you
a
don't want
little.
the cheese farts.
What do you say, Pooh? Cheese?
Don't
Maybe.
ask. He's gonna say cheese.
He says cheese.
He says cheese.
Okay. All right.
I had a client. Wait, we really do have topics, but this made me think of my client. And at some point, I'll remember the dog's name because this was ages ago. The mom would always feel bad because grooming was not the pup's favorite thing in the world. And he got like shrimp or lobster after a grooming
Really?
day. Yeah. Like not a whole lobster. I'm sure she would like do something for herself and give him a couple pieces, but no, he got like whatever fancy nice. She's like, maybe I'll make surf and turf for us and he'll get some tonight because it's I'm like, damn, can I be a pet in your house?
My
What?
Lord, there were so many people. When you're mobile, okay, you're getting a different client than a lot of shops. All right. That you know what, when I die, this is the house I want to be reincarnated as a dog
Yeah.
into.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oof.
I may have to put
Heavy.
that request in next go around.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, hints towards topics, that equipment I pulled out, this is heavy. This is heavy. This is not even all because there is one in my car that's in the UV box in my car. And it
Okay.
was
So we actually have real topics of interest, and then which we'll get to. Give us a minute.
yes, we'll get there. We promise. But we have our topics. I can say what they are. We're talking about new year, new tech.
Okay.
And not all of it is new tech. It's some is new tech, some is older tech we don't think of as new, and some new things
Products.
that just came out, new products that came out in 2025. We're a little late on our 2025 recap. That's all it is.
Technically,
Uh-huh.
we are doing it in 2025. It's just not airing until January.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Shall we get started, or do we still want to be a little off topic until we get started?
Why don't we hit a button early so that way
Well,
we won't.
actually, before we do that, why don't I just pick my animal of the year? That's pretty
Oh,
quick.
okay, okay, okay.
Okay. So,
So go. What are you
card,
doing? Okay.
Druid Animal Oracle. And last year's or 2025 was the bear. So I'm putting that back in. You do a little quick shuffle.
Last year was my year. Oof. Apparently not.
See what my animal of the year will be. Hey, Pooh. And we got the swan. Okay.
Okay. So what does it say about the swan?
Give me a minute. I got to find the swan. Page 70. This is the only thing I use this card, this deck for. Okay. Uses okay, of love. Elah, that's the name of the swan, brings us the qualities of soul of love and depth, grace and beauty, being associated with the Druid festival of Samhain. Samhain?
Sawane?
Salwayne. Yeah, they gotta spell it a little bit differently
Oh,
here.
they spelled it SOW?
No, Samhuinn.
Oh, okay.
The swan is the bird of the threshold and represents that part of us who can travel to the other world. Drawing this card may indicate you will receive inspiration from the other world or that love is entering your life. It's auspicious to draw this card if you're preparing to write a song or a poem, or the skin's feather. Um, to make ceremonial cloaks. Um, I'm not sure. It's going to be my animal of the year. I'm probably going to have to look a little bit more into this.
Okay. And I just had a thought, Mary.
Go ahead.
So if the swan represents the journey into the underworld and that they're able to go back and forth, that kind of puts an entire new spin on those little swan boats that are in all the parks. Like any park that has a lake with paddle boats, there's a lot of swan boats out there. Um, a
Okay, I'm
whole new way of looking at that.
okay. So anyway, I'll do a little homework on this and see what drawing the swan is. I have other animal books.
Okay. Very awesome. And on that note, now we're beautifully
Oh,
on
let's take a
schedule,
commercial break.
and we'll be right back.
Five, four, three, two, one. Happy New Year! Four, three, two.
Ta-da! So I'm gonna dive into our topic. I'm gonna skip over AI for now,
Okay.
and I'm gonna show you part of my collection of combs.
Yeah.
That's a little heavy, Mary.
Yeah, but you know what? They all do different things.
Oh, yes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 here, and I know for a fact there's at least two more that are elsewhere in the ether. And we'll go over them because you know what? When I started, here we go. When I started, this was it.
Yeah. Great. Yep.
Your greyhound comb. And they weren't pink either. And it's basic, it works, it's beautiful. And if you can see by the amount of wear on this,
Yeah, some of the pink is worn off.
some of the pink is worn off. Like there's actually three colors on here. I can see pink, silver, and the brass on this corner. Like this is well used and worn, and it is still holding up. Like there's nothing, some of the pink is worn off. That is literally the only problem with it. It there's not even a bent tine on this. And this is my basic, beautiful, everyday
Well,
comb.
and that's you mentioned not even a bent time.
Yeah.
Good quality combs used properly don't have bent tines.
Yeah. And it is the used properly because okay, let's pull up another comb, which next I have my half moon comb.
Yeah, that came out just as I was retiring.
And now this is a fine. This is not for dematting.
Yep.
This is a fine comb. If you use this for dematting, you will get bent tines.
Yes.
And many jokes are made about the sharpness because it's thin. Because when you want that fine lift and separation, sometimes you want the some no, note I say sometimes. Why? I'll get into that. Sometimes you want the really fine teeth. And yes, this comb, like slicker brushes, require regular semi-regular blood sacrifices from when you get it jammed under a fingernail.
Oh God, yeah. Oh my God, Chris, I can still feel that pain from jamming a comb underneath a fingernail.
Oh, yes. So that's not that new. It's not that new a technology, but from when I started, this was not around when I started grooming.
Yeah. Uh,
So go ahead.
right. As I was retiring, a lot more configurations of combs were coming out. Okay. Before I retired, I had, of course, my greyhound combs in various sizes. And then I had my cat combs. They're not, I don't know if they call them cat combs or not, but
Uh,
they were you
like
have one.
teeth like this?
Yes. Oh my God.
Of course I have. This is the it's got like long and short teeth.
Yep.
This is good for pulling out undercoat. Once again, this is also not a detangling comb.
Yes.
Once again, and I have another one like this that is like it's short and it's half like this and half just fine, just regular fine comb.
So I had like three of them. I had one longer one like that, I
Hmm.
had shorter one, and I had one with a rat tail.
Yep.
Three of the same comb. And let me tell you something. I freaking dumpster dived. Yep, that one right there. I
One
dumpster
with
dived for that comb one time.
so I have the rat tail comb. To be fair, this is probably my least used comb, but that's because I don't do the fancy parting and the banding, and I
Yep,
don't do top knots like I used to do. I used to do, excuse me, I used to do a lot more top knots on Shih Tzus. It has, in my area at least, it's declined a bit in popularity, but this is still in my everyday carry pouch that is in my kit because when you need to part the hair, you need to part the hair. And this does also a very nice fine tooth comb for getting out like
I
eye
go.
boogers.
Yep.
Although to be fair, I will use the half moon comb for the eye boogers, or I will use this is a combo, and I have one similar to this that's not here in my case right now. That this is in the car. Very similar. No, it's not. I take that back. Talk about that in a minute. But this has like kind of a half moon on one end and a slightly coarser on the other. So lots of combo things. One of the things back to this fluffer, what you call the cat comb. A lot of people call this a cat comb because it's so good for getting out their undercoat.
Yep.
It's also a really nice fluffer for a fine coat. Like anytime you're scissoring and you're fluffing up, depending on what you're doing, I don't always fluff up, but
Hey, I
if
got a
I'm,
question. Is
yeah.
there, does anyone have a workshop on the different combs and how to use them?
Ooh, God damn it. Did you just put something on my to-do list?
Yes, I did. Because
Okay.
there's so many combs today. I mean, like I said, when we started, we had the Greyhound comb, and that was it. You
That was
did
it.
everything with the Greyhound comb. There are so many combs today. They all have different purposes. They're like all the different scissors. They have different
Yeah.
purposes. All right. I think that'd be a really good workshop.
I think that would be a fun one too. Because all the different combos, and there's another one of these somewhere. I think it is and this came in a set of 30. Remember this?
Mm-hmm.
These are the brass coated combs. What I liked about these specifically was not so much the brass anti-static coating, but the fact that it was separated out into three different types. So I have the really coarse one here, and this one is heavy. This one is thick. This is more like a dematting comb. Oh, I have another one. So I just have combs scattered. You're right. We need to do this. So I have another heavy dematting comb that exists somewhere in my stuff. But This one, the tines are bent on because since it's a heavier duty comb, this has been kicked around. This one has been used for picking out knots and dematting and is heavier. There is an in-between one that is in my living room that I use on my cats, and a fine one. What I liked about that set is it was the first place I saw side by side, here are the different styles and why. You know what I mean? Like this one is for everyday, this one is for fine fluffing, this one is for dematting. So I thought that was important that we separated that out, so to speak.
Okay.
But oh, I have a couple more to go over.
Okay.
But
We're-
it's time for, how is it possibly time for a button, Mary?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe my
Good
clocks are
job.
wrong. Something, but we'll hit a button and then we'll talk about more combs, because I'm sure somebody is going, doesn't evolution have a comb? Don't worry, it is here. Oof, it is here. After we hit a button. Find it out.
Running a groomer business can seem like trying to wear too many hats at the same time when you really just want to focus on your grooming. Enter a pet care virtual assistant trained in anything you need to help run your business day to day. From scheduling and reception duties to social media management, Internet Staffing Solutions has someone trained and ready to fit your needs so you can concentrate on creating those fantastic rooms that keep your business thriving. Check out internetstaffingsolutions.com for more info.
Heh heh. See, that was quick. All right. So my fabulous comb from Evolution. This is also a really, really good fluffer. So what's different, and all of these combs are a little different in some way. So what is different about this one is it is all molded one piece. So you're not going to have the tines falling out issue that some of them have. None of the ones that I have, because I will spend money on my combs. I know you can get really cheap ones at Amazon or anywhere. And I'm like,
Yeah, just a real sidebar on here. You get what you pay for.
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely.
So that's number one. Number two is that good equipment, good quality equipment, first of all, it lasts longer, it's easier on your body, and it's going to make your job easier.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because one of the things that's great about this is, so aluminum is non-magnetic, but it's got little teeny magnets. You see that little long ovally thing right there?
Yeah. Hmm.
That, there are two of them in there. That is a magnet. So I don't need any special thing if there's like the tub or the tool chest or the side of your van, or my Hanvy hair vac is usually where it goes. I go clunk. Ooh. I just remembered another piece of new tech that I've been using that I really like. I had to add it to our listy list.
Okay.
And we talked about bent tines because we're using them for the wrong things, because we're using them to pick out mats.
Mhm.
So a lot of people are like, why is that broken at the end? No, that is a built-in mat picker. So we don't take our nice good comb and bend it because we're picking mats out of it. So I'm going to put it in. Yes, I keep them all in a case because I've already mentioned combs scattered throughout my house. So I like to keep them as together as possible. When you're traveling, either when you're in mobile or house call, it's so easy for things to spread.
Yep.
I mean, actually, in a shop too, when you think about it, it's even easier because you got more acreage.
Well, I was starting again once a year. I start going through all drawers and stuff and start ditching stuff so things are. Chris, you know how easy it is to collect things. All right. So anyway,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
just doing a real quick pass through some of my grooming equipment, which you know what? I gave a bunch to my daughter. I sold a bunch, and I still have a lot, Chris. I have a lot.
Do you have a lot, Mary?
I have a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have a lot though?
I have a lot. So anyway, I'm going to be going through it again. I'm not going to bother selling anything because all I have to do is give my daughter a call. Hey, Amanda, I got some stuff.
Show up. Get
Yeah,
some grooming stuff.
she knows I spend money on my tools, so she's not getting crap. She's getting really good stuff.
Oh, and wow, maybe we do need a class on combs and brushes because I'm going to hold up two combs and say while they both technically do the same thing, they're both good fluffers, but this is that pink line comb.
Hmm.
And this comb actively pissed me off how much I liked it because it's like a pricey sumbitch. And this one does honestly have some bent tines only because it's a very, very fine finishing comb. So it's easy to go as you're fluffing and it'll catch a knot you missed. And that's what happens. But the evolution comb is also a fluffer, but it's just not as fine. This one works amazing on thicker coats and thicker hair. Can you imagine trying to use this on a poodle or doodle coat
Yeah, no.
to fluff it? It's too fine for that. This one, oh, what this does to a poodle top knot is like insane. It's just, and because it's a little bit thicker, and the tines aren't like super rounded either. They're not rounded. They're a little flatter in the middle. I don't know what it's. I'm sure it's physics. May as well be magic, but it works and it's sturdier. So, like, just looking at these two is a reason for having my big multiple comb case.
Yeah. Well, you need to protect them because you don't want to bend a tine because you stored it improperly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's really that house call. That's so easy to do because we are transporting all of our stuff regularly. Even more like house callers, I think can be the hardest on our equipment because how many groomers have to pack up their shears and combs and brushes?
Exactly, which is why household groomers should be the most expensive out of all of
Yep.
us.
Yep.
Because even as mobile, I don't have to pack up anything. I'm just driving my shop to the next location.
You need to put it away and store
Well,
it properly
yeah,
in your shop, but you're not literally packing everything away,
yep,
transporting it back to your car.
yep,
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
yeah. So
And
I will die on that hill for you guys. You need to charge
yay.
more than I did as a mobile.
And the last one, because I think the last the last comb I actually got was this one, which is that half moon, half fairly fine fluffer. Um, and another from this brand that which is Alita, by the way. That's the cat comb. It's like a short cat comb with some fine teeth on it. That is, I think it's in the car. But I picked up this funky thing
Oh, I've not seen that one.
No, yeah, this is the Wave. I want to say by Fame. And for those of you not watching the video and listening, it's like on one side, it's a half moon. That's fine. And on the other side, it's almost like an inverted half moon. So
Okay.
it looks like a wave. So it's kind of going in.
Did you also have Colin's comb that was more U-shaped?
Yes, I did. And while I initially loved it because it covered more of the dog,
Right.
it didn't stick with it didn't wind up in my everyday carry. I didn't like it as much.
All right, what were you using the comb for?
That one I was using it for bodies because
Okay.
it was body shaped.
Yeah, because while I was still grooming, I had that comb.
Mhm.
And I really liked it for like, because I was doing a lot of Goldens, a lot of Aussies,
Yeah, yeah.
and it was really good. If you don't, do you still have yours?
I'm sure I still have mine. I don't tend to throw it
You
out.
still
I'm
need to include that in a class about combs.
Yeah. Oh
Because
no.
really,
There's still a use for it. There's still a point for it. It still has a very, very specific purpose.
well, a lot of the
Mm.
combs I think have very, very specific purposes. Like
Hmm.
as mobile, and I'm speaking only of myself as a mobile, I wasn't doing show trims.
Hmm.
So there were some of the combs that you would use for like breed trims that I had no use for.
Yeah. But so what I find wild about this one is I like the half moon for the face and for, it does all the half moony things, but I kind of like this for legs.
Okay, explain.
Well, okay. And I apologize for those of you who aren't watching and are not getting the visual, but so here is a container of Kong Easy Treat cheese fill that is vaguely leg shaped. But look at that. It gets more. It
Ah, yes.
it conforms a bit to the shape of the leg,
Leg, yes.
and it'll conform a bit to the shape of the face and let you get a little bit more. So I use this one a whole lot.
Okay.
That curved one, I forget the name of it. I should pull that out and give that another go. I think part of the reason it didn't stick as well for me, and once again, still love the comb, but because I have to pack up and carry my shop,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't fit in a nice comb case, and it was a little bit harder to pack, but if I had a shop, I would use it a lot more.
Again, knowing the tools you need for the animals that you are working on.
Yeah.
Now, mobile, I can keep everything in there. It's
Hmm.
fine.
Hmm.
And I'll just pull out as I need.
Oh, do I have that with me here? There's also, oh, I can't remember the name of it, that plastic comb thing, Mary. Wait. I'll sneeze. Um, shoot. Pa, 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 pa. Uh, the dog is very insistent. Um, you know what? Let me look for another comb that's not this shaped while I hit a super fast button because I think that's where we are. Because this is just flying because we're talking about tools and I love talking about tools. Pet Edge is the pet professional's choice for supplies and equipment from top brands. Check their website for new products, sales, and special offers. For a limited time, save 5% off your order with promo code TRAVELER5. Find what you need to succeed at petedge.com.
Find your comb.
Okay, I'll fix that. I'll edit that. It's fine. So this one, I don't know, Mary, would you call this a comb or a brush?
Oh, that.
This is the Pinello. I think
Yes,
they
I
call it a
really
brush.
wish that was available when I was working. You know, the first time I used that comb was on my grandson's hair. Okay. He had a bush of hair, and I bought him that because you know what? I couldn't get a comb through his hair.
It is, I, and once again, this is one of those things that 100% not every dog,
Yeah.
but when I want this, I want this. This is like a combo brush comb thing. It's really, really good for curly coats. It's good for thick hair. You can almost tell it's a little, I use it a lot. So and it's good for like dematting because it's soft plastic. So it's going to be gentler on the hair. And I've had this one for years, and I first heard about it on the Groom Pod, and they talked about it, and I ran out and got a couple. Um, I keep expecting it to break because I abuse the hell out of this with using it to demat, and I'll feel it bend. I mean, it's plastic, so I keep expecting it to snap, and it has not snapped yet. And if it does, I'm not even going to be mad because I got good use out of it. You know what I mean?
It's not exactly um, high-end pricing on that.
What is it, like $35?
If that. And you can get the same thing if you go to like Walmart in the beauty aisle and probably get it for about 10.
But I feel like this is a thicker plastic. Now,
Maybe
now I
because
have to
what I
Google.
got at Walmart when he was on vacation with us, and we couldn't get a comb through his hair. And I think I might have gotten that because I heard it on the Groom Pod, and I'm like, I gotta try something. Can't send this kid back to his mother in dreads.
Eh, I'm trying to look it up now.
I know
Oh,
it was definitely inexpensive, and it worked.
okay, come on. I found it. Shop. And they call it a brush. To me, oh, it's like $25. And they come in the prettiest colors, like rainbows of colors.
Yeah.
Why I got a gray one, I do not effing know.
Seriously,
I'm
I'm actually really shocked with colors available that you got a gray one.
I'm gonna say however many years ago, maybe they had more. I think they had more limited colors
Okay,
because
I'll give you that.
I got this forever ago, and I'm looking at this now and I'm like, there's no way on earth that if purple was available, I would have purchased gray.
Seriously.
So I'm saying that's how long ago I got it. And uh it also is perfect size to get sucked up by a shop vac,
Yep.
but big enough you're not going to throw it out with a hair.
Okay. That makes sense.
Ask me how I know.
Well, yeah,
It's
ask us how many times
yeah.
we've all dumpster dived for something.
Oh, right. Right. But that's definitely a thing because things get caught up in hair. We've gone through that and jewelry. We've just gone through the bottom of this shop vac. I'm sorry. I think going through the bottom of the shop vac for looking for an earring can be even grosser than dumpster diving.
Okay, I'll go one step grosser.
Oh no. Oh no.
So We bag the dog's poop.
Why are you going to go through the dog's poop, Mary?
Not going through the dog's poop, but the poop bags are in the garbage can where the other bags are that you got to go through to get to the bag that you're almost positive that's the bag that you threw out with your comb.
Was the comb at least there?
Yes.
Okay, then it's worth it. Then it's
Yeah.
worth it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And I think enough years have passed. I can also share the time I literally dumpster dove. So I was working for a pet something, and we had some dryers in the back, in like not in the grooming area, like in their warehouse area. And one of them was an old Metro canister dryer, and the other was a stand fluff dryer. And the stand fluff dryer was like a tad wonky, like the head, and the Metro dryer only had one motor wasn't working. So like it needed to be sent out for repair. And we had a manager who threw out both of those dryers. They were cleaning out the warehouse. They were going through it. They were like, this is it. I'm tossing this. I found out he did that the same day he did it. I was working that day. Mary, that was the first time I clocked out for a lunch in that shop, because our dumpster wasn't even, I couldn't even walk to it for it. I don't know why our dumpster was so far from the store, but I literally clocked out, got in my car, drove, got into the dumpster, not going through a garbage can, climbed into the dumpster to get these two out. And I would do it again, and I don't care. Don't care who knows it. I give 0 F's on that. Because that Metro dryer that I just had repaired for, I mean, a little bit of money, under $100, well under $100. That was what I started my house call business with. That was the dryer I used to start my house call business with. That I would dive for that again in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, Mary.
You're thinking why they would throw out the dryers.
I don't know. It was taking up space, and they couldn't be bothered repairing them because we had enough working dryers. They couldn't be bothered. I don't know why listen. It was in the dumpster. I was off the clock. That's what I have to say about that. Yeah, screw it. Not only screw it. Okay. No, we got 5 more minutes. I'm like, wait, now I know I did math wrong. I'm still offended by that, Mary. I'm still offended that they would throw that out.
Yeah, I would too.
So it messes with my brain. But there's a lot of, we had some good things come out last year. And if you ever want a cheat sheet on what new products to at least look at, look at the Barkley Honors new product of the year.
Yeah.
Just look at the nominations, because and the Fluff It comb, I'm looking at last year's. The Fluff It comb is the only one I don't, and that's a Fame comb. So okay, so clearly I have another comb to put on my list. God
Well,
damn
here's
it.
this is what I love about our industry. These products are designed by groomers. They're not designed by
Yes.
somebody who just thinks they know what it is we want. We know what we want. We have a problem. We need to solve the problem. And that is where you get some of the most absolutely best products from fellow groomers.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so yeah, I looked up the Fluffit comb. I actually have a different version of that. Now, to be fair, I have not the Fame version. I have a different version of that. That's the one where instead of the teeth being straight, their teeth are like, "Arr," they're bent like that.
Okay.
I wasn't a humongous fan, but once again, that wasn't the Fame version. Construction and quality makes all the difference.
Yep.
So it exists once every so, and because things like this are so specific, if you use it on the wrong coat or you use it on the wrong dog and you're like, not for me, it it could be I didn't give it enough of a good old college try.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Uh, but trade show season's coming up.
but tree show season is coming up. So, okay, that is on my list for Pasadena. Because now that I'm thinking about it, I will get one from them and I'm going to compare it to the one I have and say maybe they're not, maybe they're very, very different on that. Because also the angle that it's bent at could make the huge difference. So
Yes. Could be.
that could totally be a thing. But uh the what was on the Barkley Honors nominees for new product of the year for 2025. The handle hugger, all
Yeah.
for groomers.
That Michelle is coming down with. I got to see a prototype before it went to market on the Handle It.
Yeah, that handle it that came out just within the past few years. That I will you can pry that from my cold dead hands.
Yeah,
And I
she was in my instructor training class for pet tech, and it
mhm.
was a class that had other groomers in it, and we were literally fighting over it.
And the thing is, I've gotten my hands on a couple other versions, but they're not even close.
Yeah.
And that's one of those things. It can be super frustrating, especially in this economy, when you're looking at a piece of new equipment and it is not cheap, when it's, anything to me over $50 in that 50 between 50 and 100 is like, yeah. And I do that. Anything 100 or over, I really have to really, really think hard. But
Yeah.
the way that fits your hand, how comfortable it is, how it's at the right angle, it's not got anything that sharp edges that's going to cut you or the dog. It's not got anything that's going to heat up. And it is not 3D printed because there is a place for 3D printed things. I will grab a thing on my next commercial to talk about tools briefly, but I have one or two things that are 3D printed and for what they do, perfect. Perfect. It's not as I'm not worried about it breaking, but not something that gets heated up from the dryer, gets
Yeah.
used as much as it does. I want the sturdier version of that.
It's machined.
Yeah, it's injection molded,
Yep.
which I can kind of tell the Pinello brush is too, with how sturdy it is, and it's a slightly softer material. It's built in to give a little bit of give, which is probably why it hasn't broken yet, because it's got a little flexibility to it. It's not brittle or gonna snap. But Tools are fun. Tools are fun. Oh my God. It's been almost 50 minutes already. And it's time. Let's catch up so that we can attempt to keep this to an hour. Maybe. Be right back. I love being a house call groomer, but I hate doing laundry or worrying about asking my clients for fresh towels. Raypet has solved those problems for me with the Wet Pet disposable towel. Taking up much less space than traditional cotton towels and easy to wring out and reuse, these super soft, comfy, absorbent towels eliminate any cross-contamination concerns between pets, and now their new smaller washcloth size can even help those sensitive eye areas. Great for cleaning out wrinkles gently and thoroughly. Need to keep water bowls for your clients on hand that are easy to disinfect, but hate all the room traditional clanky metal bowls take up? Or just have a very active pet? Their collapsible silicone bowl comes with an aluminum D-ring hook that can be attached to your pet's leash or anywhere else in your van for easy storage. You can get one by itself or in their handy travel kit, along with a set of 3 tick removers and 1 small wet pet towel. So stop by their website to check it out, raypet.net, and tell them the Traveling Groomers sent you. Okay, so talking about wow, did we not even touch about AI? We'll do a whole AI episode. We'll do a whole AI and grooming episode, because that is too big a topic to do 5 minutes on.
Yep.
So, all right, promise we'll talk about that later. So, talking about 3D printed stuff, and I'm going to maybe get in trouble, but so I have 2 different things here. What is this, Mary? Do you know what these are?
They're supposed to hold like combs and stuff on the.
It is. Oh, wait, let me just grab the other thing to make it make sense. Now, we talked about how house call groomers have to pack everything up, and that can get hard on our tools. And that can get hard on our brushes.
Brush covers.
This is a brush cover because honestly, quality slicker brushes are not cheap anymore. And even if, because I know there's some people who like it's like some of the old-fashioned slicker brushes that are inexpensive and are harder to find now because they're the older ones. All the more reason to protect your investment. These are amazing for not just for mobile and house call, just kicking around in your drawer. If your drawer gets cluttered, it's really easy to bend tines.
Yep.
So this is the first one I have, and this one is by Vanity Fair. As far as I know, these are the first company to come out with them. And they fit a lot of the Chris Systems brushes. So Chris Christensen got right on that. So I bought these 2 at the same time because I'm not spending this amount on a brush and not protecting it. Just not gonna happen. And you can tell it's 3D printed because it's got the little, you can see the little filament lines, how it builds up.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes.
And both of them have that. So both of these are 3D printed. I'm not bashing things that are 3D printed because there's a place for them. For this, fine. Totally strong enough, totally fine. Does what I need it to do. And honestly, at the point where this would break, it would probably damage the brush inside it anyway. Like if it got stepped on hard, if it got stepped on, it'd probably survive. I'm not going to test it, y'all. Not going to do it.
Making an assumption there, Chris.
What? Probably, yeah, I'm not going to test it. It's fine. I am making an assumption. And I'll tell you why I'm not going to test it, Mary. Because I'm a cheap. I am not going to spend my own money on something to try to break it.
Okay. I'm
I'm
not,
not.
no argument with you.
I'm not at that stage. Like if somebody were paying me to test it, fine. That would balance out. I am not as frugal as my mother, but I was still reared by very frugal people, so that's going to be a thing. That's going to be a thing. So I also grabbed some of the new things we were talking about. So the all for groomers, the handle it for a comb and the handle hugger for the brush.
Nice.
So there's what I love about a lot of the new technology is I'll just leave that on there. They're doing two things. And the first thing they've really been doing, it's not new, is coming out in nicer colors. Is that important?
Yes, I'm going to say a solid yes. Because
Yeah.
give me an opportunity to buy the same exact thing, one in a plain old silver color or purple. Guess which one I'm buying?
And I guarantee because the other one I have is like a metallic copper. So I guarantee at the time I bought these Pinello brushes, I had maybe three options. I think it was this copper and black. So yeah, it makes you smile. It makes you smile. It'll maybe color coordinate with your salon, all the little things. So while that's important, that's not like super innovative. It's almost more marketing.
Yeah, and
What?
that's fine because marketing is what sells your product, and
Yep.
so that you can continue making the products so
Yep.
people can buy it and again then making more money so you could have a livable wage. So
Yeah.
I have a problem with that.
Which is very, very important. But the thing that's even more important to me is that I'm seeing so many new products that take ergonomics into account. It's actually starting to be a bigger thing in the grooming industry. And that just warms the cockles of my heart.
Well, things change for the better. You know what? My mantra has always been leaving the industry better than I found it. And a lot of groomers are coming up with great products that are doing exactly that.
Yes. Yeah. That is an absolute beautiful thing. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I mean, that neck dryer that came out, we had a whole review on that after Super Zoo
Yes, we did.
because I had a chance to go around and get my hands on all of them. And once again, cheapy. If I'm spending over $100 on something, I want to make sure I get the exact one I want and need.
Well, yeah, and I remember the conversation you had about hesitating to buy it, and I'm like, um, is it going to make your job easier? Is it going to, is it
Oh,
it's painful?
and just to be clear, I was never not going to buy it. It was an issue of buying it that day. It was,
Yeah, but you know what? The sooner you get that into your hands and sooner you incorporate it into your grooming business, the better off you are.
uh-huh, absolutely. The chapstick. It's that time of year. Yay, winter. No, no, not yay, winter. So what else? We're right at about an hour. Oh, am I gonna grab one more thing and edit it? What?
What's one more thing?
Okay, have you seen that little magnet? It looks like a name tag that Alpha Pet has.
No,
Oh, okay.
maybe,
What was that?
maybe.
Maybe. All right, I'm gonna grab
I think
one.
I'm pretty sure I've seen people walking around with the comb attached to it.
Yes. Okay. So that it's a little bar. It's a little magnet covered in silicone, and you wear it on your smock like the magnets, like the magnetic name tags. You know, where you put the little back behind it,
Yep.
and then you just smack your comb. Oh, it's freaking convenient. And Mindy got a pack and gave me one because she had a whole pack. And I'm like, sure. I was like, yeah, I guess. No, I love it. And now I got to get more because I only have one. And do I have it in my home salon or do I have it there? Where did I put it? Could I misplace it? I love it for a house call because I have lost expensive combs between like a cabinet and a wall in someone's bathroom.
Oh,
I've almost lost and had to spend 20 minutes trying to get a comb back, an expensive, good comb back from behind someone's washer dryer because I put it down on the table because it's not my shears. If a comb hits the floor, it hits the floor, and a dog kicks it just the right way and it goes between the washer and dryer. That's aggravating.
yeah.
But when it's attached to me, it's not going to get kicked off my table and I'm always going to know where it is.
Okay.
Yeah. The little things, the little ideas that are come up that are thought of by groomers to make our lives easier
Yep.
are just awesome. And I mean, most of the stuff I had to run and grab. Not, I don't think the Pinello brush. This was like more of a hairdresser thing because this is definitely a curly coated uh dog or curly coated headed person brush. But it's to me, it's sturdier than a lot of the same ones you'll find at, say, Walmart.
Yeah, I know, but that was my first introduction to it.
Uh-huh.
And it went through that kid's hair, and that was the
Yeah.
only thing I cared about. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So no, I like this for my really thick coated dogs. It's kind of between a brush and a comb.
All right. So we did an hour just on that.
We did an hour just on mostly combs and the different types of things and a couple new things.
And then Chris has a new workshop now.
Yeah, I have a new workshop specifically on combs and brushes because it's so focused. And I know Mindy does an amazing workshop on tools, but it's almost never enough time.
Yeah, you know what? The more specific you can get on a subject, the better the better you're going to be able to cover it.
Yeah.
So even a workshop on combs and then a workshop on brushes
Hmm.
allows you to dive a little bit deeper into it.
Love it. Sort of. Sort of. I love the concept. I don't love that there's something else on my to-do list, but that's okay. We're fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We'll hit our next. We'll hit our very last commercial because we're at an hour. And then I'll ask questions like, what you doing? What did you do for New Year's? I know when I'm on the road grooming, I want to keep things rolling along. With a 9-foot clearance, Handview mobile grooming vans actually fit through most drive-throughs to make lunch and banking on the go a breeze. With their clean running diesel engine getting up to 5 hours runtime per gallon, you're spending less time and money at the pump. Visit Hanvey.com today to configure the mobile grooming van of your dreams. What was that, Mary?
I can already tell you what I'm doing on New Year's.
Sleeping?
Yeah. So I don't know when England hits New Year's Eve, we'll celebrate and then we'll go to bed.
Uh-huh. And how many hours ahead is England from you?
Probably about 10. I don't know.
You're gonna watch some country have fireworks on the TV and then go to sleep.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so this will be interesting, and I have to make a note for our next episode to see if we actually did what we planned to do for New Year's. So I am gonna make my I'm gonna make black eyed peas and collard greens because you do all the things representing money. Has it always, do I do it every year? Just about. Does it always work? No. Why do I still do it? It's tradition. Shut up. We just do it.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's fun.
It's for the same reason Anessa and I will eat grapes on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
You don't know what is going to do anything, but the grapes are good.
The grapes are good. There's one New Year's Eve superstition like that involves a suitcase and it's supposed to be about travel. And I don't do that. I travel enough. It's fine.
Yeah, we don't need more travel.
I don't need to invite more travel. It'll come. I'm sure more travel will come because did I add a brand new trade show for 2026 that I've never been to before? Yes, I have. I did the thing. Do I regret it? Not yet. I'm sure I don't. I'm sure I won't. It's almost time. By the time this airs, I have to start promoting it. I'm going to be in Papalooza, Mary. This is a good thing to wrap up. That is in I want to say it's going to be in March. Yeah, it's going to be in March in upstate New York, and I am teaching some classes, and I am using it as an excuse to visit Niagara Falls.
That's nice. Definitely want to take the time to do that.
Yes, with Mindy, furthering any rumors there might be. But yes, that is the thing that is going to happen.
I'll get you a just married headband.
Right? Oh, no. We don't need to stoke the fires of false rumors that much. Or do we?
Okay.
All right. On that note, it has been an hour. Anything else you wanted to add?
Nope.
All right then. Guys, this is it's 2 weeks in. Welcome to 2026. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right. Happy grooming and safe travels. Well, that was fun, but now it's time to head home. We hope you enjoyed listening as much as we enjoyed chatting with you. If there are any topics you'd like us to discuss or guests you want to see join us on this crazy road trip of ours, let us know on the Traveling Groomers Facebook page. Don't forget to thank our sponsors. See you next week, guys. Safe travels. I gotta stop the things. Well, that was fun, but now it's time to head home. We hope you enjoyed listening as much as we enjoyed chatting with you. If there are any topics you'd like us to discuss or guests you want to see join us on this crazy road trip of ours, let us know on the Traveling Groomers Facebook page. Don't forget to thank our sponsors. And see you next week, guys. Safe travels.